Hello everyone. My name is Alexis, and I will be guiding you through your vinyasa flow today. So, this is an all levels, full body flow. So, essentially, it is meant to be as accessible as possible for anyone that wants to move, get active, feel confident, and autonomous within their body. This is perfect for you. It's only 30 minutes, so you can do it in the beginning of the day, the middle, or the end. I do have some props that you can use if you need. So, blankets for more comfort, maybe some blocks for more support. If you don't have blocks, you can always use a really big water bottle, like one of those metal ones, or you can use thick books. So, yeah, take breaks whenever you need, listen to your body, and enjoy. So, we are going to get started today in a child's pose position. So, big toes touching towards the back of your mat, knees wide. You can sit back on your heels, pressing your hips back, reaching your arms out in front of you. You can always grab a blanket, placing that between your hips, bring some height to you. You can also do that same thing, placing the blanket behind your knees or even on your ankles for any areas that are a little bit tighter. And whichever position you have chosen to get in, get comfortable there, beginning to breathe in and out of your nose. Inhaling to reach forward a little bit more. And on your exhales, allowing your forehead to fall closer towards the ground. Continuing with this nice steady motion, this nice steady pace of breath as we warm up here. And on your next inhale, crawl your fingertips in towards each other so your thumbs are touching in the center of the mat. Continuing to reach out in front of you, breathing here. If this is a lot on your shoulders, or maybe your just chest isn't warmed up enough yet, you can always bend into your elbows, placing your forearms directly on the ground. And we're going to get into a little bit of more movement. So crawl your fingertips towards the left side of your mat, maybe stacking that right palm on top of the left hand. To increase the stretch, feeling it on the outer part of your ribs, breathing into that space. And then crawl your fingertips back towards center. Make your way towards the other side. Maybe stacking the other palm on top of this one. Each side is different, so you may be able to reach a little bit more, or you may need to back away. Listen to your body here. And wherever you are, as always, continue to inhale and exhale. And then inhale, crawl your fingertips back towards center again, finalizing that intention or that mantra that was set. Bring your palms back towards your knees, lifting your chest, moving your props out of the way. Come into a hands and knees position, tabletop. Wrists align with shoulders, knees align with hips. Coming into some cat and cow. Really breathe forward. And on your exhale, sit your hips back as if you're coming into child's pose. Inhaling to dome your spine forward. And exhaling to sit back. Again, really doming your spine towards the sky, dropping your head and your neck as you come forward. Then lifting your chin as you sit back, opening up your hips a little bit more. Getting into your spine, articulating it with each movement. Inhale and exhale. Now let's exaggerate this motion, sending your hips towards the back corners, and then sending your shoulders towards the front corners. Making some oval, circular motions with your body. Again, exaggerating this motion, so we really want to open up the sides of our body here. And then switching directions whenever you feel nice and warmed up, nice and comfortable. Again, inhaling to come forward and exhaling to sit back. Come back into that child's pose with your arms reached out in front of you. And then come up to that tabletop position. Knees together in the center of our mat. We're going to transition into bird dog. So start with your right foot, stepping that back towards the back of your mat, pressing your toes down. And then rock back and forth, getting a stretch in your Achilles, finding some strength here. Engage your core to assist with your balance. And then finding some more strength, engage that back heel up and then cross it over towards the opposite corner. Toes touching down and again, rocking side to side, back and forth kind of. So as you see here in the video, my leg is crossed over the left leg and I'm coming side to side, getting a stretch on the outer part of my hip. Again, breathing as I come forward, exhaling as I sit back. And then engaging that foot again, bring that knee back down towards the center. And then move your hips side to side, find some motion here, coming towards the next side. Left toes touch towards the back of our mat. And then again, pressing those toes down, moving forward and back, pressing really into that heel to get into your Achilles. Really pressing into your palms, the center of your palm to assist with any wrist issues. You can always find a block as well, or maybe even come onto your knuckles to assist with this if your wrists are talking to you. Finding that strength again, engage that back foot, cross it over the opposite leg, touching your toes towards that corner, and then pressing back and forth, a little bit of a side-to-side motion here. Again, the goal of this stretch is to feel it on the outside of your hip, all the way up your oblique. Still breathing here. Inhale, exhale. And then engage that foot again, bringing it towards the center, knees touching. Coming into our first downward dog, press into your palms, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. And really get comfortable here in this downward dog. Moving your hips side to side. Maybe dropping one leg, bending into the other knee, walking out this dog. Getting into our hamstrings. And then bringing your big toes together, bend your knees, gaze forward. On your exhale, step towards the front into a forward fold. Hinging at your hips, halfway lift, gaze forward. On your exhale, come back to that forward fold. Inhale to upward salute, straighten your legs and your arms, reach up overhead, palms together. On your exhale, thumbs in front of your hearts. Doing that again, nice big inhale, fingertips reach up, up, up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, neutral spine, gaze forward. On your exhale, plant your palms, stepping back and lower all the way down onto your belly. Your palms next to your shoulders, coming onto the tops of our toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bring everything down. 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders behind you, engage a little bit more. Exhale. 1 more time, engage your glutes, press into your palms. Exhale, bring everything down. Passing back up through a tabletop position, make your way to a child's pose again. Knees together, reaching out in front of you. Coming back to downward dog, press into those palms, sending your hips up and back. On your inhales, broaden your shoulder blades, letting them separate slightly. And on your exhales, bring your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Coming to our next position, bring your big toes together, right leg towards the sky, downward dog splits. On your exhale, bring that foot all the way forward and drop your back knee. Grab your blocks if you do have them, or a book, water bottle, whatever support you have today. Coming into a low lunge here, make sure that your knees and ankle are aligned with each other. So if your knee is going past your ankle, Then crawl your toes towards the front like I just did. Continuing to lift your chest. On your exhale, send your hips down and forward. Shining your chest towards the front. Continuing to breathe here. One more inhale, lift your chest. On that next exhale, send your hips back, straightening that front leg, coming into a half split. Still keeping your hands on that block or book, whatever you have to keep you supported. Exhaling to send your chest a little bit closer towards your knee, flexing your front toes to keep the stretch active. And on your next inhale, send your hips forward again, coming into that low lunge, really lifting your chest. Exhale, setting your hips back. We're going to come into a flow with this. So inhale, bring that knee forward one more time. Lift the chest, maybe lift your arms, open up your chest. And on your exhale, send those hips back. Maybe placing your hands on the ground or on your hips if you have the balance. Crawl your hands forward, remove those blocks. Plant those palms, lift that back leg, coming into a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway down for a push-up. Inhale, straighten your arms, engage your thighs parallel towards the mat. On that exhale, make your way back to your downward dog, pressing your hips up and back. And then making your way towards the next side. Inhale, left leg towards the sky. Downward dog splits, engage that glutes. Exhale, bring that foot all the way forward, dropping that back knee. And again, finding that support, whatever you have to keep you upright, to keep you stable. Maybe even placing a blanket underneath your knee if this is a lot on your knee joints. I know for me, it can get uncomfortable. So wherever you are, lift that chest, placing your hands on that support. Inhale, come forward. And on your exhale, find that flow for your half split. Straighten that front leg, send your hips back. Now I will be staying here a little bit longer. If you guys want to find that flow with your breath to movements a little bit more, inhaling to come forward, bending into that knee. And then maybe exhaling to sit back. You can do that multiple times. I'll only be doing it about 2 times this round. If you want to do it slower, you can sit back right now, coming into that half split. Exhaling, send your chest down towards the ground. And then inhale, bend back into that front knee, removing those blocks, planting your palms, framing your foot. Coming into that vinyasa here, high plank, chaturanga push-up, halfway down or lower all the way down. Straighten your arms for upward dog or maybe cobra, lift your chest. On your exhale, send your hips up and back for that downward dog. You can always bend your knees in this downward dog. Your legs do not have to be straight. On your inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Halfway lift, neutral spine, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Back to upward salute. Nice big circle with your arms, reaching up overhead, palms together. Exhale, thumbs in front of your heart. Upward salute again, arms reach up. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, and then plant your palms, go through your vinyasa. You can lower halfway down for chaturanga or maybe all the way down. Lift your chest slightly or straighten your arms. Whatever you need to do to get back to that downward dog. Now we're going to find some more breath to movement here. So inhale, right leg towards the sky, downward dog splits. Exhale, bring that foot all the way forward for your low lunge. Use that support, those blocks, whatever you have if you need. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, send your hips back for that half splits. One more time. Inhale, lift your chest. Maybe raise your arms, open up your chest. And exhale, cartwheel those hands all the way down. Go through your vinyasa again, stepping your feet back. If you ever need to step to a child's pose to take a pause, I encourage you to do so. Coming into upward dog, raising your chest. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Coming towards the next side with this. Big toes together. Left leg towards the sky. Downward dog splits. On your exhale, send that foot all the way forward. Drop that back knee. Come into your low lunge here. Inhale to lift your chest, placing your hands on your hips or your blocks. And on that exhale, send your hips back, straighten that front leg. Continue to shine your shoulders forward. On your inhale, bend back into that front knee. Open your chest one more time, maybe lifting your arms. And on that exhale, frame your foot and go through your vinyasa here. As stated before, if you need to take a break and go through a child's pose, I definitely encourage you to do so. Find your block, bend your knees, gaze forward, and then step towards the outside of your mat, sitting nice and low. We're going to come into a malasana squat. So elbows on the inside of your knees, pushing against them. And then finding a flow. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fingertips on the ground. Send your hips up. Drop your head and your neck below. Inhale to a halfway lift. Gaze forward. Exhale, back to your malasana. Again, push your palms against each other to open up your knees nice and wide. And then inhale, straighten your legs. Bring your arms up overhead. Wide upward salute. Exhale, thumbs in front of your heart. Back to the upward salute, arms up overhead. Exhale, back to your malasana, thumbs in front of your heart. Press your knees nice and wide. Continue to breathe, lift your chest. Coming back to that wide leg forward fold, hips up, upper body down. Then crawl your fingertips a little bit towards the left side of the mat, maybe grabbing for your left ankle. And you can leave both legs straight, or you can bend a knee in the right leg. Increase the stretch on your inner thigh. And then crawl your fingertips back towards center. Make your way towards the other side, grabbing for the other ankle or outer part of your foot. Maybe bending into the other knee here, seeing how this side feels. And coming back towards the center with this, fingertips in the middle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit down low for your malasana. You may not need a block this time. If you feel pretty comfortable, move side to side, lifting one heel, dropping the other one. Again, really opening up these joints, finding some space here. And then we'll sit back with our legs out in front of us. Coming into a boat pose, knees bent. Lift one leg and then lift the other. Maybe raising your arms to assist with this. You can always leave your hands on the ground or leave one foot on the ground while raising the other one. Trying different things, engaging the lower belly, the area right below your belly button. Inhale, lift those legs a little bit higher, engage that core. And exhale, bring your feet together, coming into butterfly position. Knees nice and wide towards the side. I like to bring my fingertips behind me to open my chest here. I tend to round forward in this position. So try different things, see what works best for you. Letting your legs just open, letting gravity do most of the work here. Now coming into our next position, we're going to do another ab workout, so reverse tabletop. Full body workout, really. So for alignment, we want our wrists aligned with our shoulders, knees aligned with ankles. Crawl your legs forward if you are long, like me, and then push your hips up, creating a tabletop with your body. Really lift your chest, lift your hips, continue to breathe. Use those shoulders. And on your exhale, lower your hips down, but hover your thighs just above the mats. Really engaging that lower belly again. Inhale, bend back into that knee, send those hips up. One more tabletop here. And on your exhale, lower all the way down, straightening your legs out in front of you. Coming into a seated forward fold, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring everything towards your ankles. If this is a lot on your lower back, you can always bend into your knees or even find your blanket, roll that, place that under your knees, giving you some more support here. And maybe grabbing for your ankles, bringing your chest closer towards your thighs. And then inhale, lift your chest, remove that blanket from underneath your knees. Scoot so you're about halfway on your mat, and then lower all the way down onto your back. Keeping a bend in your knees, we're going to make our way to a reclined pigeon. So bring that right ankle on top of that left knee. You can stay here if that's enough, or you can grab for the back of your thigh and bring your knee in towards your chest. You can also grab the front of your knee to really bring the knee closer into your chest, opening up your hips, stretching the piriformis muscle. Tends to get really tight as we sit throughout the day. Continue to breathe. Inhale, exhale, bring your knee a little bit closer. Transitioning into our next pose. Unlace your fingertips. Place that left foot on the ground. Keep that ankle on top of your knee. Bring your arms out towards the side into a T. And then let that top foot drop towards the other side. So as you see, I'm in like a mild twist here. Both knees will be bent, still in this position. And if you want some more reconnection with your body, you can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Maybe gazing in the same direction as your knees or gazing in the opposite direction. If this feels better, wherever you are, breathe into your chest, fill up your belly. And then lift those knees back up, uncross the leg, make your way towards the next side. Left ankle on top of right knee. Again, staying here, see how this feels with your foot on the ground. Or grab for that back thigh, bring your knee in closer towards your chest. Each side is different, so this side might need a little bit more, it might need a little less. Make sure to assess your body and then listen to yourself intuitively. Inhaling to find that space. Exhaling to move there, easing yourself, allowing yourself to let go anywhere you're holding on to, any tension. And then coming towards the next side with that twist, unlock your fingers, place that right foot on the ground, and then drop the top ankle towards this side. It's so hard to describe sometimes, but here we are in our mild twist. Both knees bent, again, gazing in the same direction as them, or gazing in the opposite direction. You never know until you try, as long as you are listening to your body and trusting yourself along the way. And then bringing everything back towards the middle, lift your knees, uncross those legs. And bring both knees in towards your chest. Maybe bring your forehead towards your knees too. Give yourself a nice big hug. Show yourself some gratitude. You did it. You practiced. You showed up for your body. Ask yourself if you need anything else before we come to the end of our practice. Maybe a shoulder stand, a bridge position, another twist, whatever would feel best for you. Give yourself that right now. And if you are ready to finally end our practice, you can begin to straighten your legs out in front of you. Relax your feet towards the side. Feel a nice heavy sensation encompass your legs, allowing you to bring yourself more in contact with the ground. And then feel a blanket of quicksand encompass your entire body, allowing yourself to let go, to just be here. Feeling calm, feeling tranquil, only focusing on your breath. Big inhales, filling up your belly. Big exhales, letting go of anything that is not allowing you to be here with yourself in the moment. And then finally coming up to your face, relax your jawline, maybe parting your lips to assist with that. Unscrunch your eyebrows, soften your gaze, soften your eyelids. Getting very soft and gentle with your entire body. And again, focusing on yourself, the now, being here in this moment, feeling very safe in this space. We'll begin to wake up our bodies by gently wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingertips, making some nice circles with our ankles and our wrists. Again, very gentle movements, just waking ourselves back up from that space of stillness. And as you gently move your body and awaken yourself, we're going to transition by turning to one side, bending into our knees and supporting our head with our elbow. Just coming onto our side, staying here again. Feel the ground beneath you, feeling the support that you have from Mother Earth, even when we do not ask for it. And then whenever you feel ready, push yourself up to a seated position, still being very soft and gentle with your face and your gaze. Maybe even keeping your eyes shut if that serves you right now. sitting up nice and tall in the seated position, feeling a long line of energy from the crown of our head to our root chakra, back and forth. Palms facing down for more grounded energy, or palms can be facing up if you want more receiving energy, accepting everything that comes our way, knowing that everything happens how and when it is meant to happen. And then place both hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat against your chest. Feel the blood rush through your body. Reminding yourself that you are human. We are all perfectly imperfect. We were all built with intention. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself grace and forgive yourself whenever you need throughout the day. And don't forget to give the same loving energy to other people, leading our life with positivity and love. Nice big inhale through your nose. And exhale it out. Bow your head forward and we seal our practice. Namaste. Much gratitude. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for just being here, for sharing this space with me, trusting me to guide you through this flow. Any feedback is appreciated. So just let me know how it was for you. You can always come to these positions or this whenever you need, whether it be in the beginning of the day or the end of the day. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. See you soon. Bye.